an everything bagel with eggs, and they have feta cheese, salt, pepper, capers, and then a bit of cheese in the bottom. This is Gouda, and then all of the rest you saw me putting it together. Let's go ahead and enjoy my delicious breakfast. Hello you guys, welcome back to my channel, or welcome for the very first time if you're new here. Today I just wanted to do a bit of a weekend vlog. I did mention in my past, kind of like I think on my first video of the year, that I was trying to incorporate more vlogs, or at some point I mentioned this. So I think I'm gonna be doing kind of like a weekend vlog. I don't know if every weekend, I don't think so, but like every other weekend, maybe like 2 a month, something along those lines. I'm not entirely sure. It's gonna be the first one of the year, so we'll see. Um, and today I have to run a couple of errands. I need to go to Hobby Lobby. I want to stop by Barnes & Noble, and there's a used bookstore in town, well, kind of in town, that I want to go see because I don't have any half-price books in town. So I want to go check it out. I have a couple of books in my wish list that I actually do want to get physical. So I want to go do that. I already did my makeup, as you can probably tell. I did the Mary Phillips kind of like viral makeup trend, which is mostly doing your contour and your highlight or your concealer before your foundation. I probably will have that video first before this. If not, I will leave it linked below whenever it's ready. But anyway, yeah, I have a couple of things to do today. I just finished my sandwich that I showed you earlier, and I had my tea. I was reading for a bit, but then I had this movie in the back of my mind that I wanted to finish watching, which I still haven't. I'm probably like an hour-ish in. It's almost 2.5 hours. Where the Crawdads Sing. So, unpopular opinion, because I know a lot of people love that book. I gave it 2 out of 5 stars. I kept waiting for that book to become good, to be like, oh my god, this is it. Like, I kept literally, I was going through the pages, well, not pages because it was in my Kindle, which I don't know where my Kindle is. Oh, here it is. I was reading earlier. So yeah, I read that book last year before the movie, was released. Sorry, I did not like it at all. I thought it was extremely slow. There was nothing gripping. I literally finished it because it's very hard for me to stop reading a book. I want to know what happens, even if it's slow, which this is the second time that it happens to me with like a slow book, and then apparently the movie is better. It also happened with, what is the movie? What is a book? I have it physical up there in my bedroom. Uh, the woman on the window or something like that. The lady in New York, I think it's New York, I'm pretty sure. That's Lucita. That spies on her neighbors, and she can't leave her house because she has these panics attacks or whatnot. I'm pretty sure that's I don't remember the name of the book. I'll put a picture here. But anyway, that book took me forever to get into. It was so slow. Nothing ever happened until the very end, just like this book, which right now is a movie, right? I'm watching the movie right there. But the book itself, I struggled so much to finish, which is so odd because people raved it. I guess because it was so hyped in my mind, because everyone was hyping it on like TikTok and YouTube. So I was like, okay, it's gonna be good. And it just never went good. I just never felt that it was good. And literally, like the last chapter, like the last pages, was like, oh, okay. But it wasn't something that I really enjoyed. It was actually bad book for me. So now I'm watching the movie and I'm just like an hour-ish and 10 minutes. It's much better. It's obviously faster. The book was extremely slow. So I want to finish it, but I think it's already 2 o'clock. So I think I need to head out. I need to clean my kitchen, because that is my kitchen. That's my little sink. That's my little oven that we just bought. I just bought it after waiting forever. I don't know why I didn't pick it up earlier. And that's my little stove. So if you're new to my channel, you probably don't know this, but we're in the middle of remodeling our kitchen and a couple of the bathrooms in the house. We just moved to this house, I want to say like 8 months ago. And since we moved in, they demoed everything. So I haven't had a kitchen for over 7 months, which is crazy, I know. But it's pretty annoying, but I'm already kind of used to it, but I cannot wait to have a kitchen. There's been a lot of problems between our contractor, our lender, everything. Just slow and just nothing has gone right. But anyway, that little complaint was because I need to clean my kitchen, my little tiny kitchen, and I need to head out. It's gonna most likely storm today, but at night. So when I get out, run some errands, and then come back home, I have to edit and talk about more things. So you're gonna come with me, and I wanted to show you one of the errands we're going to be, or I'm gonna be doing today. You're gonna come with me. I'm gonna be printing, or not printing, getting a frame for one of this for this wall. I have a new print. I did get from Etsy a picture of the Queen Elizabeth, when she was young during her coronation, like the official picture of her coronation. So I'm gonna put it probably around here. I'm gonna move Kate on that side. I don't know yet. We don't like how this wall ended up, so we needed to add a couple more things. But I think just adding the Queen with a very nice frame would make the wall much better. This is the exact setup, kind of exact, that we had in the apartment. We had that little wall art on top of the TV, so we thought let's go ahead and do it. If you haven't seen this room, this is our tea room, which, you know, it's a den. We call it our tea room. Don't mind the trash over there and the cleaning supplies. My house right now is a mess, and it's gonna be a mess until they finish with this stupid kitchen. But anyway, I have my tea cabinet right there with my tea sets, and then some art, and then a poetry by my dad. Yes, I still have my Christmas tree, one of them out of the three that we had, because my parents are coming in town this next week. By the time you're watching this, they're probably already here, maybe. So every year we have this this tradition that we take a picture in front of the Christmas tree. So this year they couldn't make it because my mom, unfortunately, last year she had a lot of health issues, and they still dragged all the way to December. So thankfully, thank God, she's good. Her health is, you know, she's getting back on health, or healthy. But it was a hard year. I'm not gonna lie. I was in Mexico for 3 months taking care of my parents, but just in general, it was hard, you know, on her health, and I think on everyone. But she's much better, so I'm excited, and I can't wait to take our annual picture in front of our Christmas tree. So yeah, I am going to head out to cleaning this space. Oh, random favorite that I discovered this past month: this sparkling waters from HEB. I got this flavor cucumber lime, but since I got this, I tried also a watermelon. It is so good. I prefer the watermelon. Michael and I both prefer the watermelon. But these have caffeine. This is the first one with caffeine that I've actually liked. I've tried another brand that was caffeinated sparkling water. I didn't care for, but this one, really, really good. I think my camera is about to like heat up. I don't know. I never know with this little camera. This is my vlogging camera. This is a Sony ZV-1. I've had issues with it since I bought it, but whatever. Anyway, yes, that's gonna be what we're gonna be doing today. I was reading, like I was mentioning before, I got into my movie. The book that I'm reading right now is Book Lovers. It is my second Emily Henry book. I first read People We Meet on Vacation, and I didn't quite. I mean, it was good. It was just one of those that we call it in Spanish, like a palomero, like a película palomera, like just like an okay book, like an okay movie. It was just an okay. I didn't love it. It entertained me. It entertained me while I read it, but it's not like, oh my god, I love it. And I thought everyone really loves Emily Henry. It's another one of these authors that's like super hyped on TikTok and on BookTube. So I thought, let's give it another try. So I am reading on my Kindle, Book Lovers, and completely changed. I really been liking it. It's very interesting. It's very gripping. Um, it's funny. It has just kept my attention, and I'm very excited for this book. I actually wish I had it in physical. Lately, I've been getting more into reading. So I have always read. Since I was a little girl, it was one of my favorite things to do. And Lucy is here scratching. And all of the book fairs, I always had to like get in there and get all my books. I loved it. It was something that I really enjoyed. Started with like Clifford, Babysitter's Club, Goosebumps, you name it, I read it. But as an adult, I kind of like, I have so many things that I do and that I enjoy doing, and my time is just very limited. But I thought this year I have to settle down and I have to make myself read because I really like it. I really enjoy it. And I say I have to make myself because I spend so much time doing nothing on my phone, scrolling for hours, literally for hours. So I thought, that is leaving me nothing. I enjoy it, of course, because it's fun. It's just a distraction. Like I'm just on my phone looking at everything. But I'm like, I could be using this time because I have the time to be scrolling. I could be using this time reading instead. So for this year, I made myself like get a goal of at least read one book per month, which is not a lot, but that's where I'm at. This is actually my second book of the month. The first one was Verity, which I can make a whole video out of that book. I'll probably mention it later on, but I don't want this video to be just talking about books, which I've actually considered. Like I'm like, should I start a different channel about blogs and books? I don't know. Maybe. I'll see how it goes. I'll see how my reading gets back to it. But for now, I'm just gonna include all of my book content in my blog weekends, like in my weekend blogs. Hopefully you'll enjoy it. Let me know in the comments, of course. But for now, I'm gonna go ahead and clean the kitchen and I'll see you back probably when I'm in the car running some errands. I'm at Michael's and here is the frame that I ended up picking. Here's a picture. I'm a little short, so I'm getting on my tippy toes. And it'll be this pink frame. Michael picked that one, or pink matte. I like this one better, but because it kind of like brings out the colors. But I think that pink is gonna be pretty. When did I pick it up?
In 2 to 3 weeks. It should be done by the 3rd of February.
2 to 3 weeks. Okay, that'll be cool, because then I'll complete finally the wall. And that room is getting ready to be finished. Such a pretty picture. I want to read also more classics this year, and one of them that I'm very interested in is in Agatha Christie. But they don't have the one that I want to read as first, which is going to be And Then There Were None. I might be blind, but I don't see it, which is unfortunate. I'm gonna ask if they have it. I don't see it. So, I'm at Barnes & Noble, of course. I got a London Fog, so I can drink. It's really cold outside. I think I did mention this earlier. Oh, Haley Fawn recommended not this one for Aunties and a Wedding, but the original one of that, the first one. So I might pick it up too. I love thrillers and mysteries. I think it's probably one of my favorite genre. I don't know. It's hard to tell, but could be one of my favorites. To check out, and this is right in front of me. So very tempting, but I think it's like for $50 on sale on Amazon, so I might just pick it up from Amazon. But here they give you a little tote, but oh my gosh, I think I might wait. I'm already getting 2 books. I think I'll wait on this one, but I need it badly, of course. We're back in the same room that probably I saw you this morning. But now it's like almost 8 o'clock and we're making a pizza for dinner. And I wanted to share with you what I got from today's shopping. Of course, the first thing was going to be I went to get the Queen, and I'm looking because up there's where we're gonna put it. And they said maybe in like a couple of weeks. So maybe in the weekend of the February 2nd, they'll call me and they'll tell me when it's ready, so I can go pick her up. And I went to a couple of stores. I went to Marshall's and I got a new, well, I can't really move. Okay, I think if I set it here, that'll work. I went to Marshall's and I got a new, how do you call this? Like a plush throw or whatever for this room possibly, or for my reading nook upstairs in my office sunroom. So I'm excited for that, but first I need to wash it. I don't like to use anything that's clothing wise without washing first. And here's Lucita and Rome. And then for the exciting part, or the most exciting part, I went to Barnes & Noble and I had a couple of books in my list, but I actually ended up realizing that they were cheaper, much cheaper on Amazon. So I don't have a face. So I am going to order them from Amazon instead, just because again they are cheaper. Let's see if I can prompt. But I want, like, they were significantly cheaper on Amazon. Like there was one that I want to get, Bunny, which is Dark Academia, which I'm super into Dark Academia right now, and it was like $20, and Amazon is $10. I was like, okay, never mind. But anyway, I ended up getting two classics, which were on my list, on my TBR. And the first one is Agatha Christie. I love mystery thrillers. I did mention that when I was at Barnes& and Noble. I think if I had to pick my favorite genre, I think it would be thriller. Especially psychological thrillers, I love. But this is just a mystery, and of course it's a classic, Agatha Christie, and I heard really good things about this one, so it's getting my very first one from hers. And then there were none. It was very affordable because it's one of those, I think they call them like mass produced or something like that. I don't know. The bookstore, the used bookstore, was not good at all. I didn't like it. It was like everything was a mess. There was, I don't know, and they didn't have any books from Agatha Christie, which I thought was super odd, but none of them, like nothing for sale. I definitely miss my half-price books, but that's a different story for a different day. But anyway, I got Agatha Christie's, and then there were none. I think this is gonna be my next read after I'm done with Book Lovers, because I want to incorporate more classics. So I think this is gonna be the next one after being just, you know, reading two in a row that are not classics. And then I got another classic, which I love this cover. I also have Pride and Prejudice in this same, I guess, leather soft bound. They're super pretty. They have a couple of them of Jane Austen in this cover, but I thought I want to read the picture of Dorian Gray. Of course, we all know the story, but I've actually never read it. And I hope this sticker comes off nicely, which I doubt it. By Oscar Wilde. It's a short novel, but again, a classic, which I'm very excited to get more into. And yeah, it's super pretty. So this is definitely gonna go in my TBR. But first, I've gotta read this. I had to stop. I had to put down the thriller, psychological mysteries or psychological thrillers, because I read Verity and I got scarred and traumatized. I read it in 2 days, like super quick. It was like extremely good. I gave it 5 out of 5 stars. It is probably going to be one of my favorite books. Of course, for this year, that's by far, but also in general, I think it's gonna be one of my favorite books. I don't give a lot of books 5 out of 5, and that one was like an easy, I would give like 10 out of 10. It was so good. Oh my goodness, Lucita, the dragon. She's a dragon. She converts into a, look at that. What is happening? So anyway, this is the two that I got from Barnes & Noble. Woo! And can we stop? Oh my goodness. I'm not sure what's going on here. Oh gosh. Are you not embarrassed? Look at this girl. This is what she does. Like, she's just insane. You can see her back there. But anyway, yeah, we're gonna have our pizza, and I'll probably do some kind of like book haul once I get the ones from Amazon that I'm gonna order. I have 2 so far on my cart. I do want to get also Before the Coffee Gets Cold, but that's very expensive. It's like $17 or $18 because it's a hardcover or a hard copy, and they don't make it in like paperback. So I might just bite the bullet and buy it. It was $20 on Barnes & Noble. I'm like, I'm just gonna wait. I'm gonna buy it from Amazon. And from Amazon it was 17, which is not great. But I'm also gonna go to Houston next week, and I'm definitely gonna hit half-price books before I order from Amazon to see if they have any better pricing. And Lucy is going crazy as per usual. This is my little girl. There she is. She does that. Dana used to do that all the time too. That's funny. But there she is, being her crazy self. Little Sisu. Oh no. So her name is Lucy. We call her Little Lucita, Little Sisu. If you've seen Raya on Disney, the dragon is called Sisu. And she acts very much like a dragon. On her little face, we think that she looks like Little Sisu, like Sisu. So we call her Little Sisu. Hey, Tuti, why are you scratching? You have no pulgas and you just had your pills, so there's no pulgas on you. Stop scratching. And here is the Bubba. Being very jealous. But anyway, you guys, I think I'm going to end it here today. I might come back and talk to you guys for a little while longer tomorrow, depending on what's going on. I have a long weekend, like 3-day weekend, which is great. But yeah, if I don't see you again tomorrow, I'll see you soon in my next video. Thank you for watching.
Now, if you were arugula, which side of the fence would you pick?
Basic horticulture friend.